Bill 1575. The Lanterman Act was a landmark law passed in the state of California guaranteeing the rights and services for people with intellectual and developmental disabilities. Prior to its passage, the IDD community was often subjected to overcrowded state hospitals and institutions without service to education, socialization, and opportunity to receive care and services at home. By ensuring the state's responsibility to care for persons with developmental disability, the Act changed the landscape of disability services in California and went a long way to lessening the associated stigma. Unfortunately, despite these existing protections, adults with disabilities continue to experience discrimination in education, employment, and in healthcare settings. AB 1575 continues this arc of progress by updating the Lanterman Act to ensure consistent use of person-first language, emphasizing each person's humanity and moving away from stigmatizing language. Here to testify in support of AB 1575 is Joe Metters, former Executive Director of the People First of California, and Julie Schurman, Director of Public Policy at the ARC and United Cerebral Palsy California collaboration.
Okay, welcome both of you. You each have 2 minutes.
Okay, thank you. Can everyone hear me okay? Okay, great. Good morning, Chair and Vice Chair. Julie Schurman, Director of Public Policy for the ARC and United Cerebral Palsy California Collaborative. We represent the over 500,000 people in California with intellectual and developmental disabilities, their families, and the workforce that support them. As the author mentioned, AB 1575, in its amended form, simply updates the outdated term consumer within the Lanterman Act and replaces it with person-first language. So why does that matter? Well, because words matter. The language we use in our laws shapes how people with disabilities are viewed and how they view themselves. Every day, people receiving regional centre services and their families read materials that refer to them as consumers, a term many self-advocates find impersonal, transactional, and outdated. Also, the term is not accurate. People with developmental disabilities are not consumers purchasing services. Under the Lanterman Act, they have a legal right to services and supports they require. Regional centres determine eligibility and coordinate those services, but they are not selling a product. Referring to someone as a person eligible for regional centre services better reflects that relationship. This bill, in its amended form, does not create a new program or change anyone's right to services. It's simply a respectful modernization of the language in one of the nation's strongest civil rights laws for people with developmental disabilities. The Department of Developmental Services has indicated the bill's costs are minor and absorbable, and the substantial work of revising the wording of the Lanterman Act has already been completed by the Author's Office and Legislative Council. We therefore respectfully ask for your aye vote when the time is appropriate. Thank you, and I will now pass it over to our second witness, Joe Metters.
Right, 2 minutes exactly. Excellent. Thank you.
Good morning. Hello, my name is Joe Metters. I am the former Executive Director of People First of California, a self-advocate network. I am also a person with a disability, and I'm here to speak for many of my peers with a disability. I'm here to support AB 1575 because I believe in the need for person-first language in our laws. The movement towards people-first language began in the 1980s, over 40 years ago. It was about putting the person before their disability. It helped reduce harmful labels by showing our showing that our disability is just one part of who someone is. As time changes, our language should change too. The term consumer in the Lanterman Act may have once been okay, but it's not, but is no longer okay. The word consumer bothers me. It doesn't sound like a person when you hear consumer. I think of someone eating something. It's not clear and does not describe who you are talking about. The change to the law will stop calling me consumer from now on. I would be called eligible, a person eligible for regional center services. When you talk about me, please call me a person. I want to be treated like a person. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for being here.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for testifying.